Welcome back to the Aimmee Kodachian and the Expert Show, where we bring some of the top experts in the world to help you transform your business and personal life. And sometimes we bring inspirational stories to let you see your life a bit differently, and so you can take action towards a better life. I am your host, Aimmee Kodachian, not Kardashian.
And I'm your co-host, Stephanie Thompson. I'm a classically trained singer-songwriter. Well, in this episode, we have two amazing guests, Apo Jabarian and Dave Daley, the Monster Motivator.
Yeah. And don't forget, we are in Hollywood. Yeah,
yes.
It took us 7 months to get here.
Yes.
So finally, we're so enjoying being in Hollywood here, and great weather today. But
Oh, yeah.
I'm enjoying the guests we
So
have.
much,
I
I
have
know.
not met
Thank
you
you.
before. I just met
First
you
time.
today.
Yep.
But if for some reason, Dave, I just felt your soul. I just felt your energy. I just felt your pure heart. And the way you come across and the experience and the way you explain things are beautiful.
Thank you.
I'm so blessed to have you. We're going to have you again.
Okay,
I'm
that's a
here.
deal.
And also we're going to have you on my academy, online academy.
That
so
is a deal.
you are a brother for life.
Hey, VIP.
Yeah,
All
VIP,
right.
that's right.
Right.
Okay. Also, I want to know, because you really shared really good information, what got you to be where you are today? What is your story? Can you go there a little
Yeah,
bit?
you know, it certainly didn't start out all that great. It did not start out smelling like roses by any means. You know, as a matter of fact, my first chapter in my book, Knockout Fear in the First Round, is
Which is this one.
This one right here.
truly, Aimmee and Stephanie, I'm really not even supposed to be here. See, my early years were nothing close to successful. I was left back in the 2nd grade, diagnosed with ADD, said I had a learning disorder, and never graduated high school. At 19, I'm sitting in a jail cell looking at 8 to 10 if things don't go my way.
Wow.
So to say that it was a rough
Rough
road, right?
road,
Rough
yeah.
road, and figuring it out. And when I say I'm really not supposed to be here, that's what I was told growing up, because I couldn't learn in that cookie cutter mode. I couldn't learn in that classroom environment. I wanted to be outside playing sports, doing things that were physical, releasing all this
so much
crazy
energy.
right? But because the traditional school system says you don't learn this way, you're not going to be successful. You start to take that in as a kid, right? You start to believe that and start to wonder
that
what is
you're not
wrong.
smart enough
But
and
it's so
you're not good
interesting.
enough. That's
Here-
happened to me. I can
Right?
relate to that.
Right,
Yeah.
and almost every entrepreneur,
Yeah.
because what I learned after, years later, is that my DNA, my personality is perfect as an entrepreneur, because I don't have any boundaries. I don't have any, don't put me in a lane. And I always
In the
tell
box,
people, if you
yeah.
put me in a box, I'm crushing it.
Yeah.
Right? I'm going to
Yeah.
crush it, because that's my personality. So it definitely did not start out all that great. But I had a gentleman come into my life, 20, 21 years old, and his name's Tommy. And that's part of my keynote, my talk. And Tommy helped show me a way, helped open my eyes to much more opportunity, and he walked the walk before me, so I was able to actually watch him right do it. So it helped that belief, because at that time, what you have to understand is Tommy was the first successful adult that told me they believed in me, and he showed me that he believed in me.
Oh, that is beautiful.
So, you know, and that was the turning point, and I never looked back, and it's been a journey ever since, and I've been an entrepreneur my whole adult life.
That's beautiful.
Thank you.
Because you came from a place where people they put fear in your belief system.
Yes.
If you don't have education, if you're not coming from a great family, if you're not this, if you're not that, they put your label. They
Yes.
put a label
Yes.
on you,
Yes.
and you just took that label out and said, "Guess what? I have one person believe in me, and I want to focus on that." See, so many people could tell you anything they want, but focus on the one who can tell you you're good enough, you're gonna make it.
And you want to know something?
Right.
Let's really break it down for them.
Yes.
Now, people say all the time when they hear my story, they go, "Man, you're so lucky that Tommy came into your life." No. I always say, when action becomes magical, when you start taking that consistent positive action towards that destination, the people and the circumstances start to come into your life.
They appear.
But it's a double-edged sword. If you stop taking that action because of the fear, they disappear.
Yes.
I happened to take that action, not realizing it back then. I couldn't identify it like that back then. But as I kept moving forward in the darkness, and I always share this with the people, the darkness is only temporary as long as you keep moving forward. It becomes permanent when you go back into safety.
That's right. That's right. Absolutely. This is beautiful. And you know, each one of us has a different experience. Some people, you know, you have to take action towards it. Some people, they don't know how to take action because of fear stopping them there. But because of your fear stopping you there, then you're not listening to one person who's telling you, I believe in you. So when you take the fear away, that opens the door for you to start to receive who's telling you and focusing on the right person who's really motivating you.
100%. And then also, I love to share with people because they, just like you said, well, they don't know how to take the action, right? They're too afraid. Okay, well, let's break this down even more.
Let's do it. Yeah.
Identify your why. When your why becomes big enough, it's going to pull you through those fear barriers. But here's what else happens. When your why becomes bigger than you become unstoppable. Let me share a little bit of the Tommy story.
Yeah.
So, I'm in construction. I'm a laborer. That's all I know, right? I'm just a physical guy.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's back in the early 90s when, the economy just dumped, right? Nothing was going on. Job sites were being shut down. Banks weren't lending. I didn't know what to do. Here I am. Now, this is before the internet, so I had the newspaper looking for help wanted ads. I call, it's an outside sales job. I have no idea what to expect, what to do. I had no business being there, but Tommy saw something in me.
Nice.
See, he cut out all the outside noise. I had no business being there. I'm a high school dropout. I'm a construction laborer. I have no experience in his industry. I didn't even know when I saw the ad it said B2B. I didn't even know what B2B meant at that time.
You just wanted to take action and go.
This is all I had. This is my opportunity. But here's how important the why is. I had no money, no job, bills right around the corner. So my why became pretty big. Now, let's take it a step further. Tommy gave me an opportunity, right? So now my why became bigger than me. Now my why became Tommy. I would walk through fire for Tommy.
We're talking about that yesterday.
I would walk through fire for Tommy. There's no way I would let him down. And I was scared to death. He was training me to do 40 to 50 cold calls a day, 5 days a week in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
You want to talk about, the first businesses I walked in with, he trained me one-on-one. I literally walked in, stood next to him, and was shaking. So I'm from the East Coast, right? I'm from Jersey.
I can't imagine you shaking.
No. So then here's how Tommy mentors me, right? I'm from Jersey. We get in the car. He goes, "What are you so scared for? What's the problem?" He goes, just follow me. Just don't do any talking. I'll do all the talking. I'm like, okay. But that was my mentoring. But that's how I grew up. And you know what's interesting? People always say, do you still stay connected with Tommy? And I didn't. But I learned so much from him. But if I was sitting next to him, and I said, man, Tommy, thank you so much for everything you did, he would look at me like I had three heads. He had no idea the impact.
Done.
He just knew what he knew. And I either did it or I was gone. You know, so.
But that's what you're doing now to other people. They don't know you. They're hearing you. They're hearing your story, and you're inspiring them now. You see, you
so
just by
fun.
hearing you saying, "I was shaking." And a guy like you saying I was shaking, that it gives hope to people, right?
And but it's real.
But that gives hope because you look bigger than life. And then yet you're saying I was shaking.
Scared.
That is true inspiration to somebody and direction. That's exactly what you're doing to many people today, right now on this show. So I appreciate you so much. If you're watching live right now, great. Perfect. If you're watching on social media or you're watching this segment anywhere, go to akexpertstv.com to watch all of the episodes we have recorded so far, including Dave, so you could learn from the first segments we recorded previously. And can you give your website really quick?
Sure. Dave Daley, DALEYMM, like monstermotivator.com, and that's on all my social media outlets and my website. So DaveDaleyMM.com.
Yes, I appreciate you so much. We're going to have you more because you have great energy, very inspiring.
Thank you.
I really appreciate you being with us. So we will be right back with my next guest. What's going to be?
Jabarian.
Jabarian.
Yes.
Okay, we'll be right back.